Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for this week's video. I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Thank you to everybody that continues to give positive feedback, and thank you to all of those who give me suggestions as well. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're growing slowly but surely every day, so stick around and see what we're talking about next week. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. It'd be awesome if you subscribed. Join the little family and keep up with the rest of us and see what we're all talking about. It'd be great to have you. So with that being said, I wanted to show off something different for you all today. We've done joy reviews. We've done a little collection view. So let's do something different. I picked this bag today simply because there are hardly any videos about it on YouTube. There are videos, but they're years and years old. The quality's not good, and it just really wasn't an in-depth review. But I just wanted to go ahead and shine some light on the not so much talked about Louis Vuitton Idylle fabric. Now, this one is in the Speedy 30. It is from 2006, and I bought it pre-loved. I purchased this bag October of 2017 as a birthday gift for myself. And I've had no issues out of it ever since. Like I said, it's from 2006. Here we are, 2018. So that puts us at 12 years old now. And there are no flaws. There's no quality issues whatsoever, just besides normal wear and tear, which has occurred since I've had it. The previous owner, she was an older woman. She hardly ever used the piece, so I practically got it brand new. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I'm going to be showing you all up close to the fabric, and I compare it to a denim, I suppose. We're going to look at the hardware, because this bag in particular, the hardware is all the same color. There's no tarnishing, there's no chipping of the color, there's no chipping of the protective coating they put over some of the pieces. No issues with any of the hardware, really. No issues with any of the stitching. It's all really the same. It's all really good. And I wanted to touch on a little information / history about these pieces, I guess. So with that being said, they discontinued the Idylle fabric in 2015. And the closest comparison to this fabric was the Mini Lin. I don't know if those names were specific to the style of bag that the fabric was used on, or if they were just the same exact thing and they come back out with it and renamed it just to give it more hype. I'm not sure what the case is, but they discontinued these a few years ago. Actually more recent than I thought, because you never see these, you never hear anybody talk about them. So here I am. And after this video, if you all really like them, you can find a lot of these pieces online pre-loved, but not a lot of them are in such great shape because this is a dyed fabric, so after a while they really start to dull down. But like anything, with frequent use and, you know, not carrying it gently, it's going to show wear, it's going to show age, just like everything. I mean, hell, we all age ourselves, so we can't complain about a bag aging, right? So anyways, let's take a look at the hardware. So these rings, they are, I can't really say that they're matte, so they do have a little shine to them, but I don't feel like anything's going to chip away. I mean, this feels like real brass. This might still be the days when they used real brass from the Louis Vuitton. And then the little rivet or nail heads, they are matte. I think these have a slight shine to them simply for the fact that this bag is older, but it looks great. And this is just like every other Speedy, so it's one continuous piece all the way around the back, and the LVs are upside down on the rear of the bag. That's how you know the back of the bag. The pattern's upside down. The symmetry is there, just like every other piece that they make. No LV symbol is cut through on this one either. I just love this bag. It's totally different. You know, you still get that classic monogram print, but it's different from all the canvas that's out there. I mean, we've all seen enough canvas to recognize it, you know, right off the bat, even out of the corner of your eye, the canvas is just so classic and traditional, and it's so well seen these days. I think that's why Louis Vuitton has come out with so many different leathers, so many different patterns, but they start to do away with them. Like the multicolored monogram print, they done away with. I believe they done away with the cherry blossom print that they've done like in the early 2000s. Just the really cute stuff that catches your eye never sticks around for a long time. So I guess when you see it and you like it, you better get it, because nothing lasts forever. And then when they discontinue these pieces and you still have them and they still look good, they hold their value. So if at some point you don't want it anymore and you'd like to resell, that's totally an option. So that's always a plus about these pieces. But enough talking. You guys know how I do this. I always end up on a rampage and keep talking, and yeah. So, okay, let's get back into the bag. So the interior of this is, I believe, the same fabric that they use in the Damier Ebene prints. The Speedy in the monogram that I have is that old school lining, so it's a lot more textured, but this is soft. And it's a dark chocolate brown. This pocket does not have that coating in it, so this is just like straight up fabric. So if you were to put something in this pocket and something spill, better luck next time, is the only thing that I can say. And like all the others as well, the date code is in the same place, but this one isn't printed or pressed into the leather on the interior. So this one is kind of like, let me move this before it falls. This one is kind of like hot pressed into the fabric. So it is SP, meaning made in France, and this one is from 2006, November 2006. Now, I'm not sure if that 11 means the 11th month or the 11th week. Regardless, it's from 06, so we know its age. The month doesn't really matter to that extent, but look at how pretty this fabric is. I mean, it's really durable. The closest thing that I can compare it to is denim, and it wears really well. The leather also, you don't have to worry about it in the moisture at all. No rain, no snow, nothing's going to hurt this stuff. So this is a perfect fall bag, perfect winter bag, perfect bag to carry into the spring. Now this is the wear that I was talking about right here in this section. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but in person, that section right between these two chaps has definitely lost the darkness to the chocolate color in the fabric, which doesn't bother me. You know, like I said earlier, they all acquire wear and tear at some point in their lifetime. It's inevitable. Unless you're going to put this up on a shelf and never use it, then it's never going to be pristine. The money you pay for these bags, use the damn things. Give them life, show them off. Rain marks to some people tell a story. My Montsouris backpack, I actually scratched the bottom piece of the vachetta not too long ago. Getting in the car, it's not that interesting of a story, but they do have stories behind them. Any of the marks that the bags end up with, it just shows that they've been used, which is not the end of the world, because they are replaceable. No big deal. And they're your pieces. So everybody's different. Everybody has different stories about their pieces. It just makes it more interesting. But yeah, so here is the leather tab on the zipper. It's the same leather as what the chaps are made of and the handles. This thing, it's more sturdy than the vachetta, I'll say, because once these start to sit like that, or if you've got your bag zipped closed on the other side and your tab hangs over, these start to sag really bad, and over time there's cracking that happens under this little button. And that happens with all Speedies. Mine on my vintage Speedy, obviously it was all the original. It literally just ripped off the other day, so it's time to send that thing in and get it replaced. But this one, I'm sure over time, when you leave the zipper hanging off the end, the leather's going to sag. But this one being 12 years old, you know, it hasn't really done that. And another thing, too, about this fabric is the bag slouches, like, really easy. And I don't have, like, a frame to put in the bag. So usually what I do is trim out a piece of cardboard to fit the bottom of the bag, and that helps keep it shape. I've yet to invest in a bag organizer because I really don't feel that it's necessary for me personally anyway, but they really work. And the thing is about this leather, it's so textured that you can almost not see the Louis Vuitton Paris stamping in that. There we go. It's super faint. And then the edging in the leather is there, but it's faint because it's so textured. But again, it doesn't bother me at all. And then the handles, because they have such deep texture, there is slight wrinkling in the crook of the handle, I guess you could say, which doesn't bother me either. It's just part of it. Well, there went the dust bag again. I think that's going to be a normal thing. My dust bags are just going to be like, deuces, I'm out of this video. And let's unzip this. Let's see. The bottom is still really clean. I've had no issues with it. But then again, I don't really put anything iffy in the bottom of my bag. No topless ink pens. Never, ever, ever do that. No liquids that you're not sure about. Just don't do it. It's not worth the chance. But look at this lock. This lock is real brass. It's still got shine to it. It's been polished. It's been cleaned. And it still has its resilience. But just like real metal. You see all those fine little hairline scratches? It's just part of it. It comes with age. But it is really solid. It's really heavy. It's a really secure little lock. I can't complain about it at all. This model did come with the D-ring on the inside, which I love because you can hook your key clay pouch to it. You can hook your mini pochette to it. You can hook your car keys to it. Everything stays confined right there. As soon as you unzip the bag, you can always get to exactly what you need. But I just wanted to show this because nobody really talks about the Idylle fabric. And I mean, it's pretty rare considering that they were discontinued just a few years ago. How many people have really seen these out on the norm? I never have, and I know a lot of the ladies swore by the Neverfulls in the Idylle fabric, and I've seen pictures. They're absolutely gorgeous. But not so much for the Speedies. Oh, I never mentioned the color. So they came in 3 colors, 2 of which, sepia and fuchsia. This is the fuchsia color. The sepia was a lot more of like a reddish burgundy color, I think. Both really pretty. I obviously didn't have a color choice, but the brown worked for me. And I actually am more of a fan of this than I am the Damier Ebene. I think the DE print is gorgeous, but I just can't seem to commit to it. I don't know why yet. Maybe I will sooner than later. Who knows? But this definitely remedied having the dark leather, having a darker piece, something different than the monogram. And this stuff is just more, I don't know, more unique. That's the perfect word for it. It's more unique. Not necessarily rare. It's just different. And now that they don't make them anymore, that makes it even more special. But I totally love this piece. I carry it often. It's wore really, really well. And it does attract lint. That's another thing. So if you have on like a cashmere scarf, something that's really fuzzy, you might want to keep a lint roller with you. But that's not a deal breaker for me either. Oh, and the glazing on these handles. It's not traditional. I think it's like the Damier Ebene print. It's like a super dark, smooth glazing, which it's perfect on both handles. All the stitching is doubled. I'm not sure why they chose to do white stitching on the chaps, but, you know, it is what it is. They're the designers. They know we're just supposed to buy it, I guess. But, I mean, it's pretty. It goes well with it. But there is the bag. Just figured I would show her off to you guys so you can see something different other than all the traditional prints. The DE, the DA, the monogram print. This is just something a little different, more refreshing, I guess. For me anyways, because I totally love this bag. I still carry it all the time. I get compliments on it all the time. It's just different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm debating on whether my next one is going to be on reviews of pieces that I already have accumulated or if it's going to be on something new. Regardless, I still plan on getting stuff in from Joy and doing reviews on those because I love Joy, I love her stuff, and you guys seem to appreciate my opinion on her things. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I will see you in next week's video. As always, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.